We present the 14th episode in the Green Valley Line, the story of a backcountry railroad in the early years of the 20th century. 3 weeks have elapsed since our last episode. 3 weeks packed full of hard work and long hours for Bill Reed and his new assistant. With the autumn season opening, the Green Valley Line is handling more business than ever before in its history. But trouble still threatens. The day of the shareholders' meeting is drawing near. John Graham, controlling a majority of the Green Valley stock, threatens to force a sale of the road to the C.K.&W. What is to be done? Our scene opens in the Green Valley restaurant, where we find Carrie Graham talking to Ma Flint.
My goodness, Miss Carrie, you look all tired out. Seems to me you're working too hard.
Oh, no, Ma, I'm all right. It's not that.
Then maybe you're worrying about something.
Oh, maybe.
But my gracious, things is going all right, ain't they? I never saw the Green Valley so busy in all the time I've been here.
Oh, we're getting lots of business. Oh, it's that shareholders meeting tomorrow that bothers me.
The meeting? Say, I got a notice to go to that there meeting. I almost forgot about it. Nobody seems to have any idea what it's for anyhow.
Father called it. It's to put through a resolution to sell out to the C.K.&W.
What? But he can't do that. It's all settled long ago. All the Green Valley folks is against it.
It doesn't make a bit of difference, Ma.
It don't? Now listen here, Miss Carrie. I know it's your own father you're talking about, but John Graham can't do that. Why, how can he?
It's like this, Ma. You know, Pop Harkness has been lying there in the hospital for the last 3 weeks. He's hardly ever been conscious since the night he was hurt in the roundhouse fire.
Sure.
Well, Father and Pop Harkness have 51% of the Green Valley Railroad stock between them. Comes to a vote, they can force this deal through.
Yeah, but my land, Henry Harkness is against this here sale. He's always stood with the Green Valley people.
Yes, but now he's sick and unable to vote.
But that don't signify they can't do it.
Oh, wait a minute, Ma. Father and Pop Harkness had a private agreement that if either one of them becomes incapacitated through illness or injury, the other has the right to vote all the stock they own between them.
For mercy's sake.
Well, that's how the thing stands anyway.
Let me tell you something. I don't care if John Graham has got this here agreement. The folks won't stand for this here deal. There's gonna be murder round here.
Oh, what's the use of talking? Father isn't crooked, you know that. But he thinks this sale is good business.
Good business? It's just plain robbery. But say, can't you and Bill Reed think up something? He's a right smart boy. I'd have thought he could find some way to stop it.
Oh, Ma, Bill's tried everything. He's worked over it till he's nearly crazy. There just isn't any way to prevent it. And this time tomorrow, in spite of all the good work that's been done, the Green Valley will be sold over our heads.
And I'll have lost the good money I put in, and all the rest of the valley people, too. My gosh, I'd like to strangle somebody. And just when we figuring everything was a-coming out all right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ma.
Well, eat your lunch, honey. No use of getting worked up. Where's Bill? Ain't he coming for his lunch?
I don't know. We're very busy over at the depot. You better fix him a couple of sandwiches, and I'll take them over.
Sure. My. And I thought everything was going fine. Them trains been going through here like 60, and the Green Valley Railroad making money for once. And now, we gotta lose everything.
Say, Ma, how about those sandwiches? I've got to get back before number 10 gets in.
All
She'll be in here
right.
in 8 minutes.
All right, I'll fix them for you.
How's number 10, Bill?
On time. She's just out of Hilltop. Be here in 4 minutes. What have you got there, Carrie?
I brought you some sandwiches. You better break off and get something to eat.
No, put them on the shelf. I'll wait till we get through with number 10.
Yes, here's a package of trade mail, Jimmy. Get a signature from the baggageman.
Okay.
I say, Say, they're switching out a passage coach and the store track. What's that for?
Extra coach for number 10.
But my goodness, she has 2 extra coaches already.
I know, Carrie. Mason says the train's crowded, and we have 40 passengers getting on here. Every train on the system is making money.
Oh, Bill, and to think that tomorrow we're going to lose it all. And the CK&W will get all this traffic you've worked out.
Oh, gosh, Carrie, don't talk about it. I'm feeling sick enough as it is. For 2 pins, I'd jump in front of that train out
Bill,
there.
don't be ridiculous. We haven't lost yet.
No, just a few hours more, and somebody else will be sitting at this desk.
Just look at the crowds.
Mm-hmm.
My gracious, 7
1, 2, 3,
cars.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, Bill, look at that man getting off the rear coach.
Huh?
Now, that's what I call a distinguished-looking man.
What?
Look, there he is coming along the platform. That elderly gentleman with the white vest.
Hold on. Why, darn if it isn't. Gosh, that's right. Of all the people to come to Morristown, well, I'll be darned.
But who is it, Bill? Somebody you know.
Somebody I know. I'll say it is. You've heard of Judge Merrick, haven't you?
Judge Merrick. What? Oh, yes, of course, your uncle. But you don't mean...
Sure, that's him.
He's an attorney, isn't he?
I say he is. One of the biggest and smartest corporation lawyers in the United States. Gosh, I hope he isn't here to represent the opposition tomorrow. If he is, why, we're certainly dead out of luck.
Oh, Bill.
Listen, Carrie, I can't leave right now. Would you please run down and tell him I'm here? Darn it, he and I are good friends, even if he does turn out to be on the other side.
Don't worry, he's coming up here anyhow.
Gosh, just fancy the old boy showing up in Morristown. Come in.
I'm looking for Mr. Reed. Oh, hello there, young fellow.
Hello,
How
Uncle
are you?
Jim.
And who is this young lady?
Oh, this is my assistant, Miss Carrie Graham. Carrie, shake hands with Judge Merrick.
How do you do?
Oh, I'm very happy to meet you.
Sit down, Uncle.
Thanks. Well, William, how are you, my boy?
Oh, pretty good, thanks.
That's right.
Say, what brings you out here? Business?
Business? No. I've been out in California for a short vacation. Everybody's talking about the excitement on the Green Valley, and so, well, I decided to swing round by Morristown on my way home to look you up and find out what all this shooting's about.
Well, I'm mighty glad to see you, Uncle. Oh, Carrie.
Oh, yes?
Would you run up to the dispatcher's office and check this traffic report with yesterday's train sheet?
Certainly.
Thanks.
Who is this young woman, Bill?
Well, that's Carolyn Graham, daughter of the president of the Green Valley Railroad. She's superintendent's clerk.
Mm-hmm. Graham's daughter, eh?
Yes. Oh, you know her father?
Well, no, only by hearsay, but that reminds me.
Yes?
Henry Harkness, pretty badly hurt, they tell me.
Yes, that's right. You know him, Uncle?
Yes, I've known Henry for the last 20 years,
That's
off and on.
So I didn't know that.
How is he, William?
He's in pretty bad shape. Been unconscious most of the time since he was hurt.
That's too bad. And you're taking his place?
That's it.
I see.
Well, you're going to stay with us for a while, Uncle?
Well, I have a few days. Thought perhaps you could break away for a day's fishing.
No.
What do you say, William?
Not right now, Uncle. I'd love to, but I'm mighty busy now. In a couple of days, I'd be
See.
glad to go. I'll have lots of time then. In fact, I won't have any job after
What,
tomorrow.
you won't have a job? I say, what do you mean?
Oh, it's quite a long story. You've heard of the proposed deal to sell this road to the CK&W.
Yes, but that's all settled, isn't it?
It was, but now it's different. Graham dug up an old agreement which gives him the right to vote the stock owned by Mr. Harkness. The showdown is set for tomorrow. He intends to force that sale, and there's not a chance to stop him.
Ah, that sounds pretty serious, William. But you don't mean to tell me that my friend Harkness has turned against the Green Valley people?
No chance, Uncle. Old Pop Harkness would never stand for it if he knew. But as I told you, he's lying there unconscious and
And Graham is taking advantage of that?
In a way, yes. Of course, he thinks it's the right thing to do.
Who are the attorneys for the Green Valley Railroad?
Stevens and Black, right here in Morristown.
Where do they stand?
Well, that's just it. They're inclined to be, well, in with Graham. But just a minute. May I ask you a personal question, Uncle?
Certainly. What is it?
Isn't your firm acting as attorneys to my father and the CK&W?
Oh, no, not any longer.
No?
Oh, we have done quite a lot of business with your father in our time, but, at present, he and I don't just hit it off.
I see.
In fact, I'm very seriously considering taking a job in opposition right now.
That's so? What job is it, Uncle?
Oh, you might call it the case of the minority stockholders of the Green Valley Line versus Graham.
Gosh! Say, you don't mean that, Uncle.
Oh, never was more serious in my life,
Well,
my
that's
boy.
great. But see here, you're a mighty big shot in the legal world. The folks here haven't got much money. Oh, I'm afraid your services would come too high.
That's too bad, young fellow. Can't work for nothing, you know.
No, of course not. I know that. I sure appreciate the offer, Uncle, but I'm afraid they couldn't stand a very big fee.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's see, William.
Yes?
Do you suppose that, the sum of $1 in United States currency would
What?
be
What?
too extortionate as the fee for my services.
Say, you don't mean that seriously.
Oh, that's my proposition, young fellow.
Well, hold on just a minute. I think I have $1.
Yeah.
Yes. Judge Merrick, on behalf of the minority stockholders of this railroad, I hereby tender you the sum of $1 for your professional services until further notice.
Well, let's be serious. Where's that agreement?
I haven't any copy of the actual agreement.
Oh, well, we'll move for examination of the document in meeting tomorrow. Have you the articles of incorporation, bylaws, and that sort of thing?
Yeah, right here, sir.
And, look here, young fellow. Just sit down and take it easy. You're looking pretty shaky.
Oh, gosh, I guess you're right, Uncle. You see, I've been working pretty hard lately and keeping up appearances. And having you walk in like this just when I needed someone pretty badly, well, I just can't tell you how much it means to me.
That's all right, Bill. You know, your mother was my favorite sister. You and I have been, well, we've been friends ever since you were a little shaver in short pants. When I heard of the way you tied into this job, well, I just had to come and see if I could do anything.
Do you really think you can get round this jam, Uncle?
I don't know, my boy. Oh, there's probably a little twist in it somewhere. You know, I've managed to chisel a hole through some extremely tight agreements in my time.
I'll say you have.
Now tell me, has this Mr. Graham held any conversation with Harkness since Harkness was injured?
No, I'm positive they've never talked together since that date.
And these bylaws of the company, have they been added to or in any way amended since they were first issued?
No, sir, there have been no changes.
I see. Would you get hold of, say, half a dozen Green Valley stockholders who are definitely on your side in preventing this sale?
Why, sure, right here in town. I can get them inside an hour.
Good. Better pick out about 4 who can keep a secret, will you?
Yes.
Get them here as soon as you can.
All right, sir. Do you really think you can upset this scheme of Graham's?
I don't know, Bill. Graham's a pretty hard-headed man, I imagine. And he has your father's road behind him. But there's just one little flaw in this plan to force this sale.
Yes?
Unless he's a mighty smart man, I think we're going to trip him up.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
And so, out of a clear sky comes unexpected assistance. One of the ablest legal minds in the country is brought to bear on the problem. But time is short. The showdown is set for tomorrow. Can Judge Merritt prevent the sale of the Green Valley? The answer is in episode 15 of The Green Valley Line.